Hello and welcome to Indie Attack with 7-day FPS week, rarin' and ragin'. This is Kelson.
And this is Woody.
It sure is. Today we have Nauticalith by Dave Gederovic.
Something similar to that.
Sorry, Dave, on your last name pronunciation. So this is a sort of island hopping, first person,
procedurally generated.
I guess sailing slash survival.
Little bit of a Minecraft vibe.
Yeah.
Now, it's a little bit of a Minecraft vibe. Like, you're going to be able to go around and search for stuff, and you have to do your whole survival.
But you had a great reference point.
My take on this was more of, this is a procedurally generated Wind Waker.
Boom.
Which sounds absolutely amazing.
Yes, it does, dude. This is another, I would put more into the proof of concept. Although yes. I will say this did have there was a limiting factor of your ability to live.
Yeah.
Like I eventually just died of starvation. So that's cool though, because it makes it, you can really see how it would function in a game sense, and I think, if you had little quests and missions and little things to do, I would be into this.
And there's something emotionally satisfying about sailing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a survival thing too, of I can see this game as you start off on your little home island,
right,
and you have all your little islands scattered around you.
Yeah.
And those are the easy ones. And you make your little jaunting trips after those, you gather all your supplies, you stock up and everything. And then you start running out of supplies, and you start having to go up further.
And maybe there's a big archipelago out in the distance.
And going for, the bigger, tougher islands.
Yeah.
Maybe they have some monsters on them.
Sure,
or stuff like that.
There's a pirate ship.
Really bad weather conditions or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got to brave a hurricane to, get to the promised land of golden fruit.
Totally,
or something
yeah,
like that.
the Middle Honey.
There's a lot of awesome nautical stuff you can do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of awesome nautical tropes you can exploit to do that. Like you said, pirate ships, ghost ships.
Oh, big time.
All this different awesome survival stuff.
And you're cracking open treasure chests already. So, there's that element of collection inherent in what they're sort of designing. Yeah. And so I can really see that collecting all kinds of interesting, whatever, ghostly pirate things.
You can have a whole thing where you're upgrading your own little house and stuff, and adding on elements to it. You could do, hey, maybe you can craft potions and flowers and stuff, so you can get, your own little flower garden going, and you collect herbs, and you collect herbs from faraway islands, and then you can grow them on your own island.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. You could really play up into that historical facet of it, too. Spice trading, could be an element. Maybe there's multiple just neutral factions.
You could start building, bases on different islands and stuff like that.
Yeah, and forging alliances, trade routes. Maybe you have to defend a trade route at some point or something. There's a million things you could do with this, I think.
So, yeah, and I think making this procedurally generated, as long as each element of the procedural generation is designed well.
Yeah.
Let's say you have, let's say you make 200 islands for the game or something.
Okay.
Just have those in a random map.
Yeah.
And I'd rather go with that over there's an infinite number of islands.
I agree.
And then I think there's cool of having radial out as it gets more and more difficult as you go out and everything.
Yeah, definitely. There's that sense of you have eventually. I like that where you have this idea of you have to set out for glory basically, and it's at maybe you'll survive, maybe you won't. That's a cool element.
So as of now, this is pretty limited.
Yeah.
This is, as we said, a proof of concept.
It is.
But it's a really promising proof of concept. And if it manages to deliver on the promises that I have invented in my head.
I know, both of us, we both definitely... and I want to say that, nautical games are really lacking in general.
Yes.
So it's I feel like I'm excited just by that. I also was, I just thought in my mind, dude, mash this up with Oberdeen. Whoa, that's a game. Crossover, but both...
The return of the Oberdeen Ex Nauticalith.
Ex Nauticalith. And I wonder if just in the zeitgeist there's going to be, if this is, because, controlling the boat, I want to just say that again real quickly, at first, because the way the mast, kind of covers up the screen, but I realized, I liked that. It felt really authentic. It felt like I was on that freaking little ship, and it felt like an authentic vibe that was cool. I've never felt that much in control in a ship-based game like that. And I think it's just, I want that to be a freaking game, man. I want it to be expanded on.
So as you can tell, we're both pretty excited about what this could offer in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, I don't necessarily know if this prototype right now is enough to like get to my playthrough, unless you just kind of want to go in and dig around on a ship for a little while.
Likewise, yeah, I would say that this discussion might be longer than your play experience in it, because it really is just sort of hopping around from island to island, but potential, man, and cool, just cool. Yeah. I like that this is.
I hope the game I want gets made out of this.
I completely agree.